What's up, YouTube family? It's your girl Nisi here with Swirl Gang. Today I'm just bringing to you a quick cooking tutorial on some bourbon barbecue chicken that I did. I did some macaroni and cheese too, but I did not show that. Yeah, so don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Hit the notification bell so you will be notified every time I do a video. And let's get into this. I apologize about the background noise, guys, but yeah. So bear with me. So here I am, chopping away, chopping some onions. I do have an onion chopper, however, I packed it up, was getting ready to move. There's a lot of stuff I did not unpack. Okay, so I'm just chopping up some onions because that's gonna go in your sauce and give it that nice flavor. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, the ingredients you want to use for the bourbon chicken is you want to use a little bit of barbecue sauce of your choice. I like Sweet Baby Ray's, so I used a little bit of that. Um, Also, another ingredient that I use that I did not show here, you can either use lime juice or you can use lemon juice, whichever you like better. Okay, and feel free to kind of tweak this recipe. Um, some people don't like apple cider vinegar. Some people don't like lemon juice. Some people, so just feel free to tweak it how you want to tweak it. But basically, the ingredients that I used was the Sweet Baby Ray's barbecue sauce, some apple cider vinegar, some Evan Williams bourbon whiskey, some Worcester sauce. I don't know how to pronounce that, but yeah, you get what I'm saying. I also used some brown sugar. You can use light brown sugar, dark brown sugar, whichever you like. I use dark brown sugar. Um, and here I am just kind of pat drying the chicken off. You want to make sure your chicken is nice and dry before you begin to cook it. Yeah, so I also use some tomato paste. I also use salt and pepper, garlic powder, paprika. What else? And some butter. Okay, so for this recipe, you're going to use a dry rub. Okay, first, and you'll see me doing that when I'm done with drying the chicken off. I'm going to go in with a dry rub. It's going to be the salt, the pepper, and the garlic powder. Like I said, you can use any seasoning of your choice depending on what taste you're going for. So the dry rub is just obviously to give it the purpose of just having like some type of underlying taste. Salt and pepper is just a basic dry rub. So yeah. Yeah. The tomato paste, guys, and the brown sugar is gonna be what's gonna give this sauce its viscosity. So those two you may not want to skip out on. The tomato paste, obviously you're gonna have to do a lot of stirring because it tends to kind of chunk up. But yeah, it's gonna make your sauce nice and thick. Between that, the brown sugar, and the honey, they're gonna make your sauce nice and thick. So here I am going in with my dry rub, my salt, pepper, and garlic powder. And I know you guys are probably saying, what the heck is the baking powder for? Okay, you'll see. The baking powder is basically to, after the dry rub, you want to sprinkle a little bit of the baking powder on both sides of your chicken and just bake it real quick for about 10 minutes just to kind of give your chicken that nice crisp before you actually cook it. So that's what the baking powder is for. Okay. So here I am just finishing up with the dry rub. So after you're done with your dry rub and you are done basically sprinkling the baking powder, I pretty much just put the baking powder in a bag and kind of shook it up and did it that way. But if you want it a whole lot, if you want it with a lighter coating, you can just literally sprinkle it on, okay? But after you do your baking powder and you put it in the oven for about 10 minutes. After it's crispy, you want to start putting your sauce on. And here you can see in the glass measuring cup, I have all of my ingredients in there. Okay, the brown sugar, the barbecue sauce. Can't forget the bourbon. Okay, don't put a lot of bourbon. All you need, I put too much, but all you need is about not even a half a cup of bourbon. Your bourbon, apple cider vinegar, Worcestershire sauce, your honey, and your lemon juice. Okay, so I already did my sauce at this point. So that's what I'm getting ready to show you guys. The sauce is done, and please excuse my nasty looking stove. But yeah, here's the sauce with the onions in it. It's looking real good and real juicy and real sweet and real thick. You know what I'm saying? It's looking real good, like. So yeah, you want to obviously put it on the stove and just kind of bring it to a small boil. You want to continue to keep stirring it while it's boiling so you can get that real thickness. Make sure your tomato paste is in there and it's stirred up and all of them flavors are nice and married together. Okay, and here I am, guys. You want to take some foil and line the bottom of your pan. Like I said earlier, I do not have the right size pans. Obviously, you want to go in with a pan that's a lot more shallow. This pan is way, way, way too thick, but this is all I had, and your girl had to improvise and use what I had. So yeah, but you want to go in with a um smaller depth pan, okay? And I just improvised and I used the cooking rack out of my oven. Of course, I washed it. For all of y'all who thinking like, "Ugh, that's nasty," it was definitely washed. So yeah, put your rack on your pan. Then here's when you want to lightly flour your chicken with the baking powder. Okay, and obviously after you're done doing that, you want to line your chicken on top of your rack to get ready to pop it in the oven so you can get that nice crispness to it. Crispness to it. Ah. Hopefully you guys are having a good day today. Today in Niagara Falls, where I am, is definitely cold. Definitely getting winter vibes, Christmas vibes, you know what I'm saying? Hot chocolate, hot apple cider vibes. It's about probably 30 degrees. And I should have definitely shook up that chicken a lot more now that I'm looking at it, noticing. But yeah. So yeah, it's definitely cold out today. However, the sun is shining, which gives you something to be, feel good about. The sun always makes people feel good. So yeah, put that chicken in there, get it lightly floured with the baking powder. Throw it on your rack. Um, Me, I like to, and this is also at your discretion, but for me, I like to I put my oven on broil. I know that's real high. Obviously, we're not cooking the inside of the chicken at this point. So putting it on broil is fine, but if you want to put it on 450, you don't feel safe on broil because when it's on broil, you definitely have to watch it. Um, but yeah, I put it on broil for about not even 5 minutes. Then I flipped it over. Um, yeah, I have a real bad habit of cooking on high. That's something that I've always done, but I watch my food very carefully and very closely. But yeah, you may want to put your oven on like, 400, 425, 450, or what have you, and leave it in there for at least 10 minutes. I say 15 tops. Um, just to get that crispness. So yeah, the reason why it's so important to evenly flour your chicken with the baking powder, you want it even. Okay, and I say that because I mean my chicken came out fine, but I say that because when you don't evenly coat it like I did, it tends to kind of come out unevenly as far as like the crispness goes. Okay, so you want to do a nice even coat on both sides of the baking powder. Okay, you don't want to. I was rushing this day, and I just made it do what it do. Okay, but you want to make sure that your chicken is obviously evenly coated, because you want it to, you want that crispiness to, basically be even also. So yeah, guys, um, I'm just gonna pop these bad boys in the oven. At this point, after 5 minutes, go in, flip them over, and so yeah, I'm showing you right here that they're in the oven. Okay, mac and cheese is not quite done yet. I had taken it out, but I'm gonna pop it back in. Okay, and with a little bit of camera magic, just like that, there you have it.
There you have it.
Baked mac and
Mac and
cheese,
cheese,
bourbon chicken,
bourbon,
and if I must say so
barbecue
myself,
onions.
it was banging. It was good. It came out very good, very tasty, very tasty. Be careful with having your oven on high though. But yeah, guys, like, comment, and subscribe. You feel
There
me?
you have it.
Swirl Gang for life. And yeah, that's gonna do it for this
Yeah.
video. Love you guys. Out.